Yeah, that's right. Another upload in the same month and in the same week. What? Party City, for now, I believe 3 weeks, has been dropping some animatronics and decorations they're going to be selling for this year's Halloween lineup. And oh my god, they are killing it in the game. I know, Party City, the party store. So started during the halfway to Halloween week when many retailers, Spirit Halloween, Home Depot, and including Party City, were dropping some of what they're going to be selling for this year's Halloween lineup. And to kick off their sneak peek weekly, they dropped a terrifying duo, literally, from Terrifier, that being Art the Clown and the little pale girl from Terrifier 2. Wow. I wasn't expecting much from Party City to be dropping anything for halfway to Halloween, as they usually drop things later on in June and during the summer. But no, they stepped up to the game, and I think they pretty much knocked every other retailer's halfway Halloween out of the park. Spirit Halloween was pretty good, but for Party City to drop licensed characters like this, and it's from the Terrifier movies, which we have not seen any Art the Clown animatronics yet, and or Little Pale Girl, that was something. That was, it took me by surprise. My jaw literally dropped when I saw these released. I'm like, whoa, where did these come from? The Art the Clown and Little Pale Girl, I believe, are made by Seasonal Visions. I don't think they're made by Techie. I think it was confirmed for them to be made by Seasonal Visions. He's about 6.5 feet tall, and his price is at $250, which for a licensed character and the amount of movement he has, I think it's worth it in the end. He pretty much rocks back side to side. He has a lot of movements in the arms and his head. With a price point of $250, I think it's a pretty sweet deal. For the Little Pale Girl, she's about 4.8 feet tall, and she's at $175, and she has her arm waving, her eyes light up, and she's also holding the dead rodent in her hand. And for $175, I think that's a great deal for her too. I don't know if I'll be getting these guys or not. Like I said, I did want to start collecting more licensed characters, but I don't know if I would start off with Art the Clown and the Little Pale Girl. I might go for something else if we get more licensed characters this year, maybe at Spirit and or Party City, or probably at Home Depot, because now we're gonna get Nosferatu, which I love him, and Frankenstein, so I might pick those two up this year. But that's pretty much it for the two Terrifier animatronics. I will link, of course, their listings down in the description below, where you guys can go check them out for yourselves. And in this past week, they brought back Rattles, I think his name is, the skeleton groundbreaker, and as well released his new duo, being Embers, the pumpkin skeleton blacklight reactive groundbreaker. I'm reading off his listing on my laptop to the side of me. And I believe he's a little bit smaller than Rattles. I think they still both list for $300, but it was great to see both of them return. I'm not too big fans. I'm not the biggest fan of Rattles and or Embers. I love how Embers is blacklight reactive though. I think that's a pretty nice touch to add on to him. I know a lot of diehard fans are going to be picking both of them up this year, but it was really nice to see Rattles come back, and we got a new kind of variant too. We got pretty much a new variant of him. I think making Embers blacklight reactive was a great idea to add onto him, and I think he looks really cool with that design. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did that to Rattles at some point in the near future. And if if they release a another one, maybe like a clown or a zombie, I assume they'll probably make him like blacklight reactive too. I would love to see a blacklight reactive zombie groundbreaker, if it looks good, that is, and not cartoonish, which it probably will. Now, earlier today, that being Tuesday, May 14th, today's probably Wednesday or Thursday for you. I have not decided when I'm going to upload this video, or whenever I get time to edit it. They released 2 more animatronics, so which it seems like they're going to pretty much dropping 2 products per week. So next week we'll see probably 2 more animatronics until pretty much June or July when all these release. But I saw these stock photos last night, and I was blown away. Dr. Payne, the Fire Eater, on stilts. He breathes fire out of his mouth. Not literal fire, but he breathes fog out of his mouth and looks like pretty much fire. And second, they dropped the Skill Crane, terrifying teddy bear, Deddy Teddy, whatever you want to call him, claw machine teddy bear. Pretty much similar to the popcorn machine seen a couple years ago, where you'd push the button and pretty much the clown head would have popped out. And for this one, it's going to be the teddy bear. I'll get to Dr. Payne in a little bit because I want to save him for last, because the best for last. I honestly think the skill crane is just a little bit better than the popcorn machine. I wasn't too big of a fan when the popcorn machine released. Was it 2022 or 20? No, it's 2022. I mean, I like the concept. I think it could have been better executed with something else, and I think using the claw machine was a way better idea. I think kind of what really bugs me about this is how pretty much in the claw machine, it's pretty much the plastic balls where the prize is inside, and then there's just the teddy bear. I think it would have been really awesome if they had different other stuffed animals. Maybe it could have all just been teddy bears. And pretty much have the like teddy bear on the head, on the pop-up teddy bear's head. A lot of teddy bears. Instead of having the plastic red, green, and yellow balls, I think that would have added a better touch, as I believe it is called Find Mr. Teddy's. But maybe I'm thinking too much into it because it is Find Mr. Teddy. But I personally would have thought having just the teddy bears instead of the plastic balls would have added a nicer touch to him. I can definitely see a lot of people picking this up, and the audio. I love the audio for this. It's pretty much like a it's pretty much when you go to any restaurant or like arcade, you can hear all the arcade machines talking to you. They're like, "Come here, come win a prize. Test your skill," which it says on top there. I don't remember what the exact phrases are for this one, but I think it matches really well with the product itself. So, I mean, overall, I don't really have that much complaints for it besides just the plastic balls. I wish it was more. Yeah, I wish it was teddy bears instead of the plastic balls. And before I forget, he does retail for $250, and I'll also link him and the rest of the products in the description below, so you guys can go check him out for yourself. Last but not least, I did mention him, Dr. Payne, the Fire Eater on stilts. He retails for $325, which is a little up there. I would have still put it within like the $250 range, maybe $275. But for what he does, it makes sense. He's fog machine compatible. The lights light up in his mouth, and I believe on the bat wrapped in cloth, and he pretty much tilts from side to side. He looks honestly really awesome. Spear Halloween's going to have some competition this year. That's all I'm going to say. They always do every year, but Party City is definitely going to be up there for animatronics to beat. So hopefully Spear Halloween has some stuff up their sleeves, but for now, Party City's pretty much really killing it this year. So far, that is. So what are you guys' opinions on these releases so far for the Sneak Peek Weekly? Party City's definitely been really killing it so far. They have been killing it for the past couple years. They've pretty much stepped up their game with the Techie Design items and the Seasonal Vision items. They've been killing it for the past couple years, so I'm not surprised they're killing it again this year. I've yet to see what I'm going to pick up, but I assume I'm going to get something from them this year. I've been kind of missing out for a while. I was going to get the Ghost Trick-or-Treater, which is still in stock, so I'm tempted to get him, but I am also going to hold off on getting anything so far, just because I'm going to wait for Spirit Halloween's releases and the rest of Party Cities and Home Depots and whatever. Enough talking. Thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.